You do not need to continue being a completely exhausted parent because your child won't sleep through the night. You're up endless hours rocking and rocking back to sleep, and you think your only option is cry it out, so you decide not to sleep train. I am here to tell you today that cry it out is not the only sleep training method, and that you can teach your child to sleep through the night and be gentle, caring, and supportive. Let that mom guilt go, because you don't need to just close the door and let your baby cry until morning. There are so many different ways to help your child learn independent sleep skills, and today I'm teaching you just one. Let's jump right into step number one, and that is building a consistent, predictable, and soothing bedtime routine. This needs to be something that you can do the same thing in the same order every single night. Step number two is to place your baby in the crib on their back, alone on their back in the crib. That's the ABCs of sleep, and they need to be calm but awake. Their eyes are open. They are not drowsy enough to the point where you're like, I don't know, maybe they might be a little bit asleep. No, you need to make sure that they are awake. Step number three is to sit down next to the crib. You are sitting right next to your child so that the moment they are crying or showing any signs of distress, you can put your hand on their stomach and rub in gentle circles while using your voice saying, shh. It's okay, it's nighttime, mommy's here, daddy's here, whoever's right here, and just reiterating to your child that you are right there being supportive, caring, and loving. Now, this is going to do one of two things. It is either going to calm your child down and they are going to be comforted, soothed, and start falling asleep, or they are going to ramp up and it will not be enough to calm them down. In this case, since we are being responsive and helpful, then you can give your child more support. Now, I always recommend that before taking your baby out of the crib, you are leaning into the crib, giving your child a hug, and giving them a little bit more of that physical comfort. As soon as your child calms down, you are sitting back down and you are letting them self-soothe. When your child is calm, they are soothed. Whether it is with your help or by themselves, they're chill, they're ready to fall asleep, and as soon as they start falling asleep, then you want to just remove any physical assistance that you are giving them. You are going to do this on repeat until your child falls asleep. Once you know your child is sleeping and they are good to go, then you are good to go. Relax for the rest of the evening and just enjoy your quiet house. You don't need to camp out in their room for the entire night. Of course, if you feel better camping out in their room, then that is your decision, but you do not have to. If your child is falling asleep in the crib, that is the biggest goal that you are working towards, especially if you have a child who has been nursing, rocking, bouncing, swaying, whatever to sleep in your arms. Getting them to fall asleep in the crib and teaching them that level of independence is a huge first step. I feel like a lot of sleep training gets overcomplicated and over-explained, and really it is that easy. Sit next to your child's crib until they fall asleep and then leave the room. Now, if you are a more information-driven person and you want actual step-by-step directions written out for you for bedtime, middle of the night, nap times, what should your child's daily schedule be, and what should their bedtime routine or their nap time routine be, that is exactly what I do in my one-to-one consultations. So if this is something you are interested, check out the link in the description box down below for a consultation, and I can guide you through this entire process. The magic of my sleep consulting agency is that I am able to support you through these changes. I offer daily support for my clients. They can text me anytime during my business hours, and I am there to help them through this process. Whether they're struggling with nap or nights, I am going to help you every single step of the way. You do not have to accept this exhaustion as a badge of parenthood. It's just not accurate. Everybody who tells you, oh, sleep before the baby comes because you're never going to sleep again, it's not true. You do not have to live your life like that. So again, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot from it, even if you just learned to let go of the mom guilt or dad guilt or whatever guilt, because you feel like you really need to sleep train your child so that you you can feel well rested and not so exhausted so that you can actually function as a functional human. I hope that this video helped you in any capacity, and don't forget that you can reach out if you need one-on-one help. In the next video, we are going to talk about helping your baby sleep while traveling. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss a video, and keep blooming. Mwah.